Hi there, and welcome back on a beautiful Saturday. All of a sudden, it's spring here in our little corner of the world. It's 22 degrees Celsius. For our Fahrenheit friends, that's something like at least 200 Fahrenheit, at least. And this is a reminder that I have to hurry up finishing my winter project, the guest bedroom, so that I can continue working on the outside of the building. So, without any further ado, let's get started.
It's been quite a while since we last met. I mean, the room and me, you and me. So, this is how we left the guest bedroom last time. Measure twice and get 3 different measurements. Just a quick warning. When installing the windows back then, I tried to install them absolutely level, but the house itself isn't. That's why it all looks a bit crooked in the end. And between blue and black trousers was a period of man flu. But now I'm back on track again, endued with my second favorite tool, the nail gun. Which, by the way, was very handy for the entire interior finish, and you will see it quite often during this episode. Protection is king. Spring is always the best time of the year in our little corner of the world. When everything's coming back and flowers and trees are bursting into life again, I love it. And with the same amount of springtime energy, I'll continue the work on the window frames.
So the window frames are done. My question now is, should I keep them natural as they are, or should I paint them, for example, white, like the doors? Or a third option, should I stain them in a darker color? Because the color they have right now, I think this won't last, because over time this is pine wood and it darkens and then it becomes a little bit orangey, brownish in a way, and I don't like this color. Talking about color, I can see on screen that I've got a little bit of color around my nose. So, as I said, it's springtime here in our little corner of the world. But anyway, leave me a comment. What do you think? Paint them, stain them, or leave them natural as they are? And I will continue now working on the baseboards.
Once cut to length, the installing of the baseboards was just a walk in the park. There is no baseboard behind the sliding bathroom door, for obvious reasons. Okay, now that the baseboard is installed, here you can see it, I think it's time to take care of these massive gaps over there. In the beginning I thought I could caulk them, and to be honest I could ask Laszlo to caulk them, because usually he is doing this, because he's much better in caulking than me. But he said those gaps would be too wide to caulk, and therefore I have to buy some trim work, which I did, and now I will install the trim work. So let's get started. Same job, just 2.5 meters higher. Many of you asked in the comments why I didn't change the ceiling for a flat new plasterboard one. My idea behind it was to keep just a little piece of the tiny house's history alive instead of modernizing everything to today's tastes and standards. In case I don't like it, I can plasterboard over it anyway. Next project, the bathroom door. The closer you look, the more you recognize that it definitely needs a door frame. Layer upon layer makes it look like a sandwich. Let's fix that. An off-cut board in the same thickness of the door frame makes it easier to calculate the length of the vertical boards. Same question again. Paint, stain, or keep the frame natural? Leave me a comment. And because I learned from my mistakes, this time I used the metal rail itself to mark the points where I have to drill. Regular Easters know what I'm talking about.
Now we finally got privacy in the bathroom. Another project ticked off the list. A little bit of localism. And this is a Donald I like. And the localism hangs a bit lower. Believe it or not, in this package is my new desk. Okay, except for the table surface. It's of course from a Swedish company, hence the screws and the manual of 16 pages. Now it all makes sense, right? The good thing with this desk is that it is adjustable in height. With this crank handle you can work in many different positions. Sitting or standing. As sitting is the new smoking. I read this clever calendar motto somewhere on a hipster startup book.
Now Laszlo can use this desk in the right height for his electric piano. And I can finally clear our dining table from my computer stuff so that we've got a proper dining table again. Because now I've got my own working space. With pictures I like, an ensuite, and a proper locker to keep all my YouTube equipment. Okay, the main thing that makes this room a guest bedroom is still missing, the bed itself. But hopefully it will arrive next week. Talking about next week, now I've got to hurry up and edit this episode as my Easters are waiting for new content for quite a while now. But I couldn't end this episode without saying a massive thank you to my patrons, who happen to be this episode's and many previous episodes before sponsors. No kidding. All the money I got from my patrons goes directly into this renovation project. So when I buy a new desk or lamp or paint or whatever, it's the patrons' money I buy it from. So, I can't thank you enough for your help and support. If you want to become a patron as well, the link to my Patreon page is in the description. As a patron, you'll get my content ad-free, get additional content, votings, your name in the credits, a chance to visit me, and so on and so forth. Next to my patrons, I would like to thank you, my viewers, as well. Thank you for watching each video, for waiting patiently for the next episode and keeping the faith in me. Furthermore, for being such a lovely and friendly community. I always enjoy reading your comments, your tips and advice. Most of all, I enjoy watching every premiere of my episodes together with you in real time. Always great fun for me. Thank you all for watching and see you next week. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy.